Welcome back to the channel. Today we are digging a hole and leveling out some ground for a propane tank. Exciting, brisk Saturday morning. Join us. Good morning, happy Saturday, welcome back to the channel. So today we found one of the posts that we put in the fence here at Uncle Charlie's cabin is a little loose. So we literally just yanked it out of the ground because it was that loose. And now we are redigging the hole, throw a little bit of concrete in it and drop the pole back in. This isn't the subject of today's video, this is just we got to get it done before we take the auger off of the Kubota L. And then we can get on to the next project of the day. It is about, say 50, 55 degrees out here today, so it's a little brisk. It's not terrible. The sun's coming out and it's getting pretty warm. So let's get started. So way out there, we have the MX doing a regen cycle, so it's super loud over there. Charlie's coming up here with the L. We're gonna swap out the auger with the backhoe. And then over here, we still have to deal with this tree someday. Never a shortage of things to do here. This has been sitting here probably 2 to 3 months now. It would eventually get taken care of. When I drove down here, I put the box scraper on and I did a pass on this road. Figure every time you drive down, you do a pass. Get it nice and dug up, back and forth. But heading back to the barn and put on the backhoe. Okay, backhoe is finally installed. Charlie was mentioning it's not as easy as it is on Farming Simulator. You don't just push a button and drop the thing. It took about an hour to get the other stuff off, the 3-point off, and then put this on. So now he is switching to what looks like we're going to drop the grapple and then put on the bucket because we have holes to dig and land to flatten. All right, and sometime later we got the wiggly post concreted in. I think note to future self will be just concrete all of them. It'll be more stable long term. Now Charlie is out there taking all these support beams off so they can get out of the road. We're not finishing this today. We're gonna do some dirt work with the tractor, but just an update on the fence. Remember, these are just temporary boards. These are just tacked on as quickly as possible. All right, it's one of those days of miscellaneous projects, so here we go. Charlie's on the Kubota L right now. We have the backhoe on the back, the bucket on the front, and we're going to be looking at this area here to level out and flatten. He's getting a new propane tank. Right now he has one in this area. It's buried underground. Future video, we're going to have to dig this thing out. It's like slowly leaking. It's just getting old. So he's getting a new one installed and we're going to put it right here. The reason why it's kind of lower right here, so we can probably hide it better from the road so you don't have to see a big old propane tank. The one here is leased, so really for aesthetics you don't have to see it, which is nice. You don't see a big old tank, but that's going to come out eventually. Here he's going to get more gravel and dirt up there. He's filling in this area and he's going to make this nice and flat, and then he's going to get a new propane tank installed because right now there's no heat there. But it's a very well insulated house. It doesn't get cold, but it's just not comfortable. So he's going to do that. I'm waiting for him to go get that. I'm going to be hopping on the Kubota MX, which is warming up right now, and I'm going to be continuing to make passes with the Wicked EA box scraper because it looks good. It rained, as you see the work we did last time in the last video here. It rained, everything kind of leveled out again, so now we just do it again and again. And looking at the comments that are right here, yeah, I agree. It's going to take multiple passes to get it flattened again and get it looking good. But it's looking good again. He's still going to need some more gravel. Also had this tree go down over here. That's interesting. That's a big one. I guess this one will eventually go as well, but it's in the woods, so it'll stay there. Oh yeah, big old load of dirt entering in here. I put him down. Well, oops. Now you're good. Oopsies. All right, it looks like he's just gonna be coming back and forth with dirt for a few times. So I'm gonna hop in the MX and start some passes, and then we'll come back and see what he's doing. So let's do this. Nice thing about the MX, it is freaking climate control. We have the heat blasting in here, nice and comfortable. Okay, too comfortable, too much heat. Let's turn that off. Next load, there he goes. He told me RPMs need to be at about 2,000 when using the box scraper and being low, of course. So we're gonna try that out right here at this is the road that goes back to the barn. So see here, this is that road. That in low, raise our RPMs. I'm using this right here. It does feel weird having it at 2,000 RPMs to do this. And drop the box scraper. See back here. So you're turning AC on now. See back here. Start to release some of it. I don't want to take it into the grass. Released all of it. Alright, up into the fields. Like I'm going through a swamp right now. Definitely too wet to cut it today. So all of this area in front of this lean-to is gravel. I mean, you can't see it because it is buried, and really it's a lot of leaves, but grass as well. And the situation over here is, look at this. Oh look, there's some deer over there. They're like, what are you doing? So this used to be a road as well. So I'm gonna back all the way up. Back all the way up. I'm going to drop it down here, and then we're going to do a straight shot from this little parking area all the way down to the driveway. Raise it back up to 2,000. far back. Look at that. Just drop some. I'm gonna just do the driveway. We're gonna tear up a lot of dirt. As you can see here, there's a lot of grass. We'll find the gravel again. Dirt back there, but I'm going to bring it back when I come back around. Alright, I'm going to do this for a little while and I'll check back in a few. A bit of an update here. This is interesting. Some parts of it are easy, some parts of it are difficult. So this is the road right here. I mean, it's looking pretty good. You couldn't even see gravel before. I need to fix right here. There's just a bunch of gravel right here. I just need to level that out. And I mean, that's starting to come in. And then down there, it's starting to straighten out. I think I'm going to back it up and make a path, a final pass from here to here. I'm not good with circles. I don't even know if I want to show you down there. I made a mess. Charlie's going to have a mess to clean up. Or me. I'll take responsibility. But this is looking better. I'm learning how to use this. Like I noticed sometimes that the box scraper gets like overloaded and then it starts to like dig in and then it loses traction. And I got a little bit out and like flatten that out again. But it's a learning process. Kubota's doing good. Don't need to heat anymore though, that's for sure. It is hot in here. This constant looking back and forth, it is definitely hot. So I got the AC blasting in here and just running this thing at 2,000 RPMs, it's working hard. So we'll do this final pass and then we'll go see how Charlie's propane tank pad is looking like. We'll just back this all the way up. I'm using my mirror right there to back it up. Whoa! Maybe I shouldn't use my mirror and I should use my eyes. I'm not used to looking through that mirror. I want to drag some gravel back to the circle area a bit, but I am getting way down right now. I mean, I'm a rookie at this. Charlie did this last time. I just watched, so in a way it's a little bit of an art. Let me finish this strip right here and then we'll go to see what Charlie's up to, see what progress he's made on the Kubota L. So you're putting it closer to here, or are you just dumping it here and then pulling it over?
I'm just dumping and pulling. Just trying to get up so I could get a semblance of something going. Honestly, I think the best bet is probably just to like put the tank in here.
Yeah, right here.
Like, yeah, the pipe's got to be 18 inches below dirt. Cool, I'll put a bucket load of dirt on top of it.
And that's already
18
down, I guess, just right here. But are you connecting it to the existing over there? Are they running? They're running a new all the way to.
I mean, they're gonna have to run a new all the way.
So over here at the propane tank spot, Charlie brought a bunch of dirt over, and now he's trying to level it and make a flat path. Looks like he brought a bunch of rocks with him too. See, there is a culvert right there. Don't want to, or a pipe. Don't want to bury that. So I think he's basically putting the tank right here where the tractor is. I got some more leveling to do with the box scraper. We'll check in on Charlie in a few minutes. He should be done in not too much longer, which he has to be because the sun's going down at like 4:30. Checking in with Charlie. He's got the backhoe going. Got a nice trench going here, all the way to where the propane line is right now. So we'll run the line from here down to there, and then it'll sit where the tractor is, basically. 18 inches down is how far the propane line needs to be. And as you can see, I graduated myself from working the back roads, and I started doing another pass on the main road. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. This is where I stopped, so there's a pile of rocks and stuff. I got to pick the rocks out and either pick them by hand or use the grapple and chuck them to the side. I guess that means he's done. He's putting the pin in, locking it so it doesn't go left and right, and then curl this back up. And raise the little feet. There's also the swing pin, so it doesn't go anywhere anyway. Left, right, up or down. Raise the feet. Made a trench and we didn't cut through anything. I can say that safely now.
Supposed to be 18 inches deep, and it's
2 feet here and there.
Yeah, and there's some spots, but
you have to, I guess, use a shovel at the very end by the propane line.
Yeah, I mean, I can ship this dirt over and drive the tractor up over this and do that, but I don't know how far off the line is from the house. I can't remember, so I didn't want to get too close to it.
Oh, the existing?
Yeah. That's going to be me removing it. Is once it's disconnected, I'm going to pull. So if I remember right, it's wide enough that the tractor could dig next to that foundation. So it's probably...
Oh, where the existing line is going to the underground tank?
So I think it's relatively straight in a straight shot.
What else you need to do?
That's really all.
It's amazing what big rocks you find on the road with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, where did this boulder come from, the one I dropped over there?
Yeah.
Like, one would think there would be an equal-sized boulder in the, like a hole in the ground where it came out of, but no, it's not there.
Yep. Falls back in and does its thing.
Yeah.
It's relatively flat in here.
Yeah.
You can always hit it with the...
Use the box scraper and flatten this out. I'll let you do that. That's a pro level area. I just said I graduated to the main roads from the back roads. Graduated to the main roads that have already been done once.
Yeah.
So it's a half step. But good to turn it all up again. And
Yep.
I did like 3 laps around this thing. So when we get the 4-wheelers, we'll have to check out or unless you want to check it out in that before we put it away.
Yeah,
I guess you can always fix it. All right, and we're back. Charlie is fixing my little speed bump I made in the MX. I learned how to put it in 4-wheel drive. I thought it was in 4-wheel drive. I screwed it up. Now it's kind of cool to see what it does now that I experienced driving it. And all that getting stuck up in there, all them rocks. You can see if a rock gets caught, kind of nice to have somebody to just kick it. And then back blade it, pushing it all back this way. So that's kind of what I was doing on the road. Just, I didn't have it in 4-wheel drive, so I kind of screwed it up. So, see, just a little bit comes out. Well, there's nothing left. So now he's gonna take this box blade and try and make this area a little more flat, a little more square. It's not really the purpose of a box blade. It's mainly for roads and that, but how do I know? I've only done this once. It's starting to get chilly. We're probably in the mid to low 50s. Interesting watching the dirt squish down and then come back up a lot. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Nice and flat. Propane tank will go right there. Well, that is going to be a wrap for this video. We got a good amount of work done today. We got one of the posts on the fence secured, concreted in. I did a little bit of work on the back road. Nobody uses anyways. It was my practice road. I did a little regrading on the road between the barn and the house. And I did a couple laps around the cabin while Charlie made a complete pad for the upcoming propane tank installation and then eventual de-installation of the one underground. So if you like this kind of content, Kubota content, we do it every couple of weeks. These are the Sometimes builds. This is real life where you're not doing the same thing every week. You got other projects going on. So this weekend, we're up here at the cabin doing some work with the Kubotas, the Kubota L and the Kubota MX. My favorite's the L, but that MX, that was nice. That was really nice. It was nice and warm. Then I got hot and then turned the AC on. Oh, that was great. But if you like this kind of content, definitely consider subscribing below. If you like this video, drop a thumbs up. Any questions about the Kubota L, the Kubota MX, the box scraper we use, the grapple, those are all EA, everything attachments, equipment, really good product. I think they're coming back. I think they're selling those again. The Better Business model this time, which is great because that is quality equipment. But yeah, any questions, drop them below. We're happy to answer them. Catch you next time. Peace.